Good evening, all. If you're coming from work, sitting down to dinner, or home relaxing, grab your favorite craft, a cup of coffee, and when you can, and join me for some company. I do love having yours. Please come on in. It's Friday Night Live. I'm frozen. My other window is frozen. I don't know. Anyway, good evening, friends, family, countrymen, non-countrymen, whatever. Hey, Rebecca. Yeah, it's been one of those moments. Yeah. Anyway, if you're watching this on replay, I do thank you. Please put a comment down below and just hashtag replay so I know you've been here. I mean, it would be nice if I knew. There's so many of you lurking, or there will be, or there might be, or maybe not. I don't know. Well, Rebecca, it's just us. What do you want to talk about? I don't know if I should just sit here and diamond paint, and I have no one to nothing to listen to, or should I just talk like I usually do? Yeah, no. Ooh, I can tell you, I got a new pair of earplugs. What are earbuds? They're called. They're so pretty. They're in rose gold. Aren't they nice? I think they're beautiful, and they work really well. Finally, I can sit out here, listen to what I want to listen to, and I don't bother Dan, which is the biggest idea. Or I can listen to the TV through my through my iPad and actually hear everything that's being said. Like I said, I just spent 15 minutes watching a video on a 5-minute dessert. Don't you hate that? I hate that. I really do. That seems to happen a lot. These wonderful recipes, and they are. There's some pretty good and easy recipes. And I go, oh, it takes you 5 minutes. Then why are you taking 17 minutes to record it? Do you have to record every single slice you make? Am I right? You know I'm right. I find it when I watch those, because I do, you get just sucked in by the beautiful pictures. and when you listen to what to the actual recipe, it is very easy. Not that I'm going to be cooking anything anymore, but I put the video speed on 2 times as fast as it'll go. So often I hear the music, but the music is very fast. And I hear they got to film everything. I would rather that she does the recipe, and when she gets to let's say she's rolling out the dough And okay, I can see that. You're rolling out the dough, and then you slice it, and you're putting this on, and you're putting that on, and you're putting this on. I can see that. That's natural. But if you've got 8 little things or 9 little things in a pan, do you really have to place them one at a time and show us first? Put it down. Look what I got. Put it down. And for all 9. But yeah, those I don't like. But she came up with a really cool way of making an apple cinnamon roll. That was really easy. You needed the pastry dough you could buy frozen, an apple, butter, sugar, and cinnamon. That's it. And you can do it all on one, cutting board. You need a pan to cook it, but that's it. It was so easy. And I said, it's that easy to make cinnamon rolls? Because I like the pastry dough that you get from the grocery store, the frozen stuff. It comes out pretty good. Ooh, we have some lurkers. Hi, lurkers. Oh, God. Can you still hear me? I hope you can. Because now I'm unfrozen. Uh, I have my 2 cameras. And how I do it is I start with, the one that I'm using. And then if I want to put it down on here or use the iPad, which I might one day. Anyway, I open another tab, and either it allows me to go in, and if it doesn't, I just use the guest thing because this isn't talking. I don't need a microphone on here. I need a microphone here. And oh, I told you. Did you hear this, Rebecca? That Jinx has been playing fetch with Dan. I swear to God, fetch. He's got one. I gave Jinx one of the bare innards of a washi tape because it was already used. He's been playing with that for days. And every time Dan comes out, he'll find it or something, and he'll stand over here in the hallway, and he'll throw it down to the back. Jinx goes running after it, picks it up, comes back, and drops it somewhere near him. I mean, I've seen some videos of cats playing fetch, but I never thought I'd have one. She's got so much energy. Oh my, she makes me tired just looking at her. She's always go, 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 go. But then she's a baby. She's a little baby. And Oliver, in the 2.5 years that I've had him, it's been 2.5 years already? 1.5. No, yeah, 2.5. Because he turned 2, and I got him when he was about 5 months. And he turned 2 in August. Anyway, he still has not uttered one meow. Completely quiet. Nothing. Not a peep. He will go like he's trying to, like those cats do when they're going. But he nothing comes out. There's a tiny squeak comes out, but he doesn't meow. Neither does she. Unless she's irritated, like when I cut her nails. Oh, that's terrible. It is. It's awful. I need to cut her nails, but holding her still. It's a battle. It's a battle. And those nails hurt. They both always draw blood, especially with Dan. Poor Dan, because he holds the cat for me on my lap because it's the only way I can get to the damn paws. I suppose if somebody were watching it, if Dan could film it, um, it would be kind of funny because it is a complete and utter mess. Why did I pull this H? Because is that really H? What's that dark brown doing in the middle of that? You ever notice that you swore you put the correct drill down, and you have a sea of one color, and then it's one drill that's popping up, and going, where did that come from? Did I put that down? So I always pry it up and check, and damn, it was the wrong color. I don't know how I do that. Yeah, we got him in January. Well, we got him in January 23, so a year and a half more, almost 2 years. Because that's when Oliver passed, was early January, I think. I don't remember. No, that's not Oliver. I forgot which cat. Oh my god, I forgot which cat. Yeah, Oliver. I mean, not Oliver. Gizmo. Oh. Okay. My memory, my mind. It's getting worse, Rebecca. Lynn. It's getting worse. But it's for me. It's funny. I don't know. I just laugh it off. What am I going to do? It is what it is. Ooh. Well, excuse me. I didn't get much sleep last night. Thanks to the cats. They actually came in and woke me up. I had a rough time getting back to sleep, but yeah, let's see. Has it been 2 years? I have it written down exactly when I adopted and yeah. Damn it! It's so tiny I can't pull it up. All right, I'm gonna get this. Yeah, Gizmo passed away on January 11th, and when did we pick up Oliver? When did we? I swore I had it written down. It was in January. I know it was the same month. I don't know. Oh, I'm looking at 22. There I go, January. I just have it here on the 11th that Gizmo's gone. I'm so glad I had Peggy Collins do that painting of him. It really is cool. Why isn't it on here? I know I put it on here. like I said, I think it was the 25th or around there that we got towards the end of the month. I know it was in January 23 that we picked up Oliver because he needed a home. Unfortunately, neither Oliver nor Jinx have been hand trained. I think Oliver was left alone in a room for a long time. At least until we adopted him, which was he was like 4 or 5 months. And Jinx, for the first 2 months of because she was what 2 months old. I don't know, two and a half. She spent among feet. I don't think anybody picked her up and really cuddled her because she's no. Do not pick her up. Do not cuddle. Do not pass go. Dan can pick her up. I don't know why, but Dan can do everything, and I really wanted that other cat. Hi, Dawn. Yeah, in with Jinx was this beautiful little gray and white tiger striped cat. And I picked him up, and he was purring and cuddling and purring and cuddling. And then, but he was already spoken for. And I said, "Oh, damn, why'd you let me hold him?" And then Dan is looking around at the kittens running. Oh, they're all running all over the place because they let them out, every once in a while to get exercise. And he says, "I like that little red one with the red collar. I like that black one." I really didn't want a black cat. They had so many black and tuxedo kittens. It was ridiculous. There were a lot. A lot. But Jinx was actually born in the rescue because they got mommy when she was pregnant. So she gave birth in the rescue. So she was being taken care of there, but I don't think anybody, they don't have time. They've got all these other animals and people coming in and out. They're next to a vet office, and they're coming back and forth. Cats going back and forth, and they're too busy to pay attention to one cat, that much. But I said, really? I said, I don't know, maybe I would go for an all black cat. I said, pick her up, let me hold her. I picked her up. I tried to just hold her a little bit, and she was out of my arms. I said, I don't know if I want this cat anymore. Oh, Rebecca. Hey, it happens. But Jinx was funny. We took her home anyway. She needed a place, and now she spent 2 nights sleeping right here in my arm, in my armpit on the bed, But that's because she was scared. It was a new place. As soon as she got comfortable, whoop, she's gone. But the good thing is now Oliver and her are actually sleeping together, and that's a step in the right direction. They've gotten used to each other. Oliver loves to play with her, so my babies are fine. They're fine. Babies anymore. Well, she is. But anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. What am I going to do tonight? I was hoping for a few more people. Hi, lurkers. I need to know, honestly. I'm going to put a vote in my on my channel. I'm going to put a vote. Should I or should I not continue my lives. Because if nobody's going to show up, I really am. I mean, I like the company and I like having somebody to talk to, because it's like poor Rebecca, when she calls me and we're talking, I'm like, I don't let her in. Of course, then again, when she calls me and she needs to talk, and she won't let me in. But I never have anything concrete. I have some interesting things that happen, like Monday, somebody bought something on my debit card, and I got an email from Chase. Do you recognize this purchase? And it was some beauty thing. I don't remember. And because I went to the site, and this isn't familiar. And and they said, click yes or pick no. So I said no. It takes me over to Chase into a spot, something that says confirm that this is your card, and so I did that. And they said, all right, we'll send you a new one. That was Monday. I still haven't gotten it. And they turned my card off. They waited until yesterday to turn my existing card off. So I had no card. And I've got a lot of automatic payments, which we tend to do. It's easier. Your subscriptions. My debit card is on file, and that's what you use. Even with PayPal, I have my debit card as my default. I'd rather pay than use my credit cards. And so I call them up, and I finally get a person on the phone. I'm trying to explain to her slowly what happened, and she's talking over me. I said, could you slow down first and let me finish what I'm saying? If you hear, and she talks again, she starts talking. I'm like, if you listen, I had to get firm. I said, if you actually sit and just listen to me, you will hear exactly what the problem is. But you're asking me what the problem is without giving me a chance to fully answer. It's like, oh my gosh. Customer service has gotten worse. She wasn't Indian, she was Spanish or Latin in some way or another. So when she talks English, for some reason, when they talk Spanish, they talk really fast. When they talk English, they talk really fast. Sometimes you barely understand what they're saying because they haven't learned, like us, to enunciate, to actually say the whole word, except for those in hood. She had a script and I ruined it. She was supposed to ask me what was wrong. What's your problem? And then shut up and listen. Anyway, finally I got that. I said, and I had to repeat myself a couple of times. I said, the problem is my debit card has been turned off and I haven't gotten the new one yet. And she looks it up and everything else. She says, oh yeah, I see. Do you recognize that purchase? I said, I already went through this on Monday. Why do I have to go through it again? And finally she says, she's looking at my account and she says, oh, it'll be there somewhere between November 5th and November 15th. I said, it's the 8th. I have to wait until the 15th or the 16th to get it. So finally she says, well, if you want us to get there faster, it'll cost you $5. And it's 2 business days, so you won't get it until Tuesday because this is a weekend. I said, okay, fine. For $5, we're not listening. And not having to, I'm still going to have to go into and remember each and every place that I have used that card and change it. And it was so easy. The last four digits of my card were so easy to remember, like my social security number, the easiest numbers in the world. I mean, it's, yeah. I'd tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. Hi, Robin. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. It's nice to see you. Yes, I'm still reading. For some reason, a lot of my uh, witchy stories that I like, the cozy, paranormal, cozy mysteries, are in Michigan. I don't understand. They're in Michigan. Everything's in Michigan. Well, there is one that I like that's in Georgia, but then they have to go to Michigan because it's a cross. They call it, it looks cross. Yeah. Mm. Oh, anyway, I'm reading a story today. These days, it's an old one that I've read before. It's Mercedes Lackey, very famous fantasy writer from years gone, but she wrote on a series, an incredible series about this civilization, this planet, I guess you could say. It's, it's not Earth, but yeah, but they've got a lot of Earth. These things, whatever. It's called Valdemar, and after this, she had written. Oh God, she's always her. She wrote all the way into the future, like hundreds of years in the future. She's telling stories and all along. But she finally wrote the first books, the ones that tell how the hell did Valdemar get started. Everybody wants to know, but it's very interesting and it's fun. It's a fun read. Mercedes Lackey and her stories, her books on Valdemar, even if they're out of, what's the word, Robin? It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's ridiculous, Rebecca. God help me. When they're out of sequence, I guess that's a good one. They jump from the past to the future to 100 years in the future. There's magic, then there's no magic, then there's um, fights and arguments up here, and then they're going there. I'm trying to read them in order of the actual chronological order, not publishing order, chronological order of that how the books from the early days going up instead of going here and then jumping here and then going back and then going forward, which a lot of writers do that because there'll be an offshoot in one of their books about this main character. And now they want to write a book about that one, that person, or what's happened to that person. Right now, I'm reading what they call the Collegium Chronicles, where the first three books were about this a young boy, and his coming of age and things that happen and his adventures. And then the next three are about him as an adult and his children. The book is more about his children than him. That's the way I like to read books, chronological order. Yeah, the dual timeline. No, that's not what some of this is. Some of them are. I mean, there's a book about this character Skiff that's mentioned in another book, and I don't know what the timeline for where skiff is. I have to remember who the queen or king or queen was, because that's how you tell by their. That's how you tell the difference in time. Uh, who was ruling at that time? Was it Elspeth? was it? Was it? I don't know. What the Cedric? Was it? Who was it? And then you know. Oh, I know where that is, because she does progress the mechanical, technical, things are being built, she grows the city, she grows um the characters in the countryside, she expands, the country of Valdemar, and ah, it's funny. It's they're excellent. If you ever get a chance to read Mercedes Lackey, any of her books, really. The first series she wrote was called something about the Heralds. I can't, the Chronicles of the Heralds, whatever. But that's what kicked off the series. And everybody was clamoring, well, what happened before that? How did they get there? What happens after? So she's been writing for years. She's still writing, which is wonderful. Why, actually, I was talking to her on Quora. It's nice that, artists and authors are people. They're people. And I don't gush when somebody who's well known or aka famous, talks to me or I meet them. They're just a person to me. They're an excellent actor, a lousy actor, an excellent writer, so-so writer. They've done this or they've done that, and they're known for this and they're known for. It doesn't matter to me. I've had lots of conversations with people like that, but they're people, just human, like you and me. Though I'm a crazy human, I'm a little off my rocker these days. At least that's what Rebecca tells me. I'm picking on you tonight, aren't I? Hey, I gotta be able to pick on someone. Okay, anyway, I'm still working on Floofy Cat here, and I'm also still painting, but I'm setting something up for the Christmas premieres. And I'm going to do something with Procreate, with my painting, my drawing, my sketching. So I've been sketching out what I've been doing so far, but I'm going to finish it while recording. So I hope I can. Anyway, all right, I'm going to go on to the next color, which is 712. Ooh, cream. Is there a lot of them? No, there's not. There's only one. I must have done that already. Where did you come from? Why do you? Yeah, I must have done A already. Come on. Go back. Go home. Not needed. I know I did 5 also. What's left? D. Let's do D. Gosh, I like D. 741. Ooh, I like 741. I like 741 AB. I had a lot of those in my Halloween, right? 740, 741. I ran out at one point. D. I forgot I was doing. Lord love a duck. You don't love me. Okay. Nobody says anything, so I'm just going to sit here and craft. Come on. If I don't pick them up at the first time, I have problems picking them up in my multi-placer. Yay! No, one sticking. I'm always talking to myself when I'm diamond painting. I don't know why people say they can't diamond paint and talk. It's not hard. I can't do a speech or uh, something off the cuff. I really need to write it down. I did that with today's beginning. I must have filmed it at least 5 times. I would go take one, and then I'd listen. And, no, I don't like that. And I'd go take two. I gotta stop, and then I'd go take 3. One that's just one recording. Actually, I got up to take 4 on one recording, and I had to redo it. Then finally, I got smart. Wrote it down. And even then, when I had it on the thing, and I'm looking, and the problem is when I was watching it, I'm not looking at you. And to me, if you're going to talk to people on camera, you need to look at the camera and look at as if I'm looking at you, and I'm talking to you. I'm not talking here and saying something that I shouldn't. I'm not going to remember. I'm tongue tied. I get tongue tied. So I wound up putting it just under the camera. You got to understand, it's really crowded around here. I've got a lot of stuff. I use everything. I've got washi tape and tweezers and my AB storage cards and tape and more tape and pens and a ruler and a fan and my Xyron sticker maker. I've got a lot of that stuff, as well as all this crap, which is like I don't think the extra drills I have for this one. That's all. Just these 2. So I didn't have to put them in a box. But I have a whole bunch of pink ABs there. Working spares for Christmas house, which is when I started. I kitted it up and I did one section. And then I said, no, I'm not ready for Christmas yet. It is still the year of the creature. So I found some creatures. I love these creatures. They're so cute with their big eyes and their hair sticking out all over. That would happen to me sometimes. I swear, my hair should be sticking out of my head. Especially when my brother used to scare me. Oh, he was good at that. He was good at that. I got to tell you a story about when I was up in upstate New York, in Kerhonkson. My grandmother had a bungalow colony. And she also had the big house, which had rooms for singles, people who were single and wanted to spend some time in the country. The bungalows were, of course, for families. And one summer, I'm up there with my cousins. So I've got Carol, Lucy are in my room. We're sharing a room, the 3 of us. And my brother, Rick, and my cousin, Johnny, are in another room. Sometime in the middle of the night, my brother wakes up and decides to play a prank on me. He knows how scared I am of spiders. I was, I'm not anymore, but he actually snuck over, and while I was sleeping, he went, "There's a spider on your head." Apparently, it reached my It reached my mind, and I jumped up and ran out of the room screaming. I woke everybody up in the house. Funny now. Hi, Bonnie. At the time, oh, my grandmother was so mad at Rick. Oh, she was so mad at him for doing that. And my cousins are, what's going on? You whispered it in my ear. There's a spider on your head. Oh, God. I will never forget that. Never, ever, ever, ever. Like I said, I woke up everybody, including the guests. Because it was a big old farmhouse style house. I mean, with rooms and made of wood. It wasn't, soundproofed. It was just a regular big house. And Grandma used to sleep off the kitchen, and the kitchen was big. It was big. Because the singles she would actually cook for. Hey, Gail. Say hi to Bonnie. Bonnie, say hi to Gail. Yeah, Dawn. Uh-oh is right. He pulled pranks like that on me all the time. He was not the most loving or protective brother. I would have liked one of those. No, I got the one who tortures his little sister. And still does. Oh my gosh. Not fair. Then again, I listen to these. I've been listening to, as you know, I listen to the entitled people and malicious compliance and Am I the Jerk stories on YouTube. And lately, I've had 2 in a row about brothers or brothers' wives that are, they're the meanies. They're the mean ones, or brothers or sisters too, or stepsisters. I'm so glad I'm so glad my mother never remarried. Really. Especially she never remarried. I wouldn't have minded if she remarried a guy with no kids. But if she had married a guy with kids, I don't know how I would have handled it, being a stepsister. Though I was a half sister, but he was a baby when I was almost an adult. I was 16 when he was born, so it was cool. I didn't. By that time, I'd gotten over my resentment of my dad leaving. It had been 10 years. I mean, come on. So, do I have any more D's? I feel like I'm playing goldfish. Yep, I got a couple more here. I was trying to do the multis, even if they're just 2. I do those first. I've said this before, haven't I? I'm just repeating myself, you see? That's why I'm going to do that poll. Because there used to be a lot more of you that would come to my lives. But it's been getting less and less. So, and I don't mind doing them. I want to keep doing them. But not if nobody's going to listen. I mean, so, I might as well just do a video. And of course, that's probably what I should have been doing all these years. 5 years. We're coming up on my 5th anniversary. 5 years. I think it's the 29th. I forget. It's in my calendar. I tend to write everything in my calendar. Unfortunately, I didn't write when we adopted Gizmo, or if I did, it got erased, which happens. I've lost a few things on my calendar from from time to time. And I can't go back and look for it because I sync with my Gmail, my Google Mail, because I got 2 of those and 1 domain. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Not yet. Not yet. Now you got me. See what you do. See what you did. Oh my God. Did I just see what I thought I saw? I think it's the 29th. I don't know. It should be in red. Oh no, it's the 25th. So we're coming up on it. We'll have a birthday party. But I saw something that I might want to share. I'm not sure. Uh, I gotta see it. Oh God. That's me. I was 17 in this picture. This is me. My picture from the art and design yearbook. Oh my God. I was so skinny. Look at you see my collarbones. But I still had crooked teeth. Oh, always had that little crooked tooth there. And I don't know if you guys noticed, I lost a tooth right in the front. So I rushed to get to Amazon to see if I can find a temporary tooth. And I called the dentist. It's going to take forever to get in to see him, at least 3 weeks ahead, and or more because of the holidays. And I have a feeling it's going to be expensive because he's not going to want to fix just the 1 tooth. I have a lot of my teeth need fixing. Let's just say that. All right, am I finished with the? Do I have any more singles? Any one of you single? We can go out. You see, I'm silly. And this is my silly life. But I did with that customer service lady at Chase today. I did make her laugh because I won't leave a customer, no matter how bad they are, I won't leave a customer service person feeling bad or sulky or irritable or in a bad mood because this is going to reflect on the next person who calls in. So I'm always, thank you, Dawn. I actually put on a little makeup today. I filled in my, because when I was filming that first part of my intro tonight, I noticed that with all the light, my face was so pale because my eyebrows are getting grayer and grayer, so they're kind of disappearing. So are my eyelashes. So I put a little, a little stuff on it to bring my eyebrows back, and little mascara. Nice mascara too. I got it at Timu. Timu's got some cool beauty stuff. They really do. I mean, I'm being a topper for bangs because I miss my bangs. So I'm actually thinking of getting a topper, but I never know how to put them on or use them. So, and the only ones I can afford are cheap and synthetics, and you know. But one day you may come to alive and see me with bangs. How about that? All right. Are you guys all tired of listening to me? Because I'm starting to get tired of listening myself. I'm enjoying myself because I like me. If I didn't like me, I wouldn't want to be alone all the time, most of the time. But I like me. I well, actually, I love me. I don't always like what I do or say, but I like me. My mother used to tell me to that. Well, I love you, but I don't always love what you do or say. I said that's an excellent clarification because you can't say I don't like you when somebody does something that you don't like. You say I don't like what you're doing or what you're saying, and I just saw an ad. There it is. I just saw the sucker. Okay, last thing is Gail saying, so cute. It's amazing. You guys are so talkative, except in here. Nobody talks in here. I don't know why. Maybe because they just enjoy listening to me. There's no accounting for taste. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a jokester. We know this already. You know me, and that's what I like. I like the fact that this community. I mean, I've never met you people in face to face, but you know me. You know me by now because I'm very. Thank you, Dawn. I like you too, and Gail. I mean, you're my buds. You're my friends. You're online, and maybe we don't talk all the time, but you know me, and I've chatted with you a little bit. But you know me because of always babbling in my life. Yeah, I'm a babble fish. Ooh, I'm sure you read, Bonnie, you still here? I mean, Bonnie. Robin, are you still here? Ooh, look at that. I found another one. Where did it go? Why didn't it? How did he get off? Have you read, what's it, Guide to the Galaxy? Or I can't, Douglas Adams? I don't remember. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Have you read that one? I love that book. And the sequel. I didn't care for the movies. They were now it was more fun to use my imagination because my imagination was nothing like the writers and producers of those movies, which were kind of lame. I mean, granted, the book is very slapstick in its way, but they took it too far, I think. Though the scene in the garbage compactor was good on the spaceship. That's yeah. Is it sci-fi or romantic sci-fi? No, it is humor, science fiction humor. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So it's a wonderful book about this poor man on Earth who loses his home but manages to somehow meet someone who hitchhikes around the galaxy. And all because the Earth was being destroyed to make way for a galactic speedway. That was funny. It is a very humorous book. Douglas Adams is one of the best humor writers, and his science fiction is not science at all, but it's just a fun romp around the galaxy by hitchhiking. You hitchhike on a spaceship. I don't know, but this guy goes. And the most important thing, the first thing in the guide, have your towel. Don't lose your towel. Oh, hi, Jinx. Hi, Jinx. I love saying that. You gonna come here? Nope. But she's on the table. Oh, she's been taking everything off the table lately. So I'm trying to be very diligent about putting things away where she can't get them because she's a little stinker. She's right there. She's so curious, but she's already been here. She's already smelled everything. Oh, it's a very famous book, and he's a very famous author because he's similar to Neil Gaiman and his Xanth series. No, that's Piers Anthony. What did Neil Gaiman write? He wrote some others that are. He's also a humorous writer. Humor science fiction, humor fantasy. Piers Anthony is humor fantasy, and it's a punny book. You will groan if you read the Xanth series. It started out for children, but adults love it. They do. You haven't read that one either? Well, hi, Sue. You have to. You have to keep up with the times. They are excellent books. They're classics in their genre. You ask anybody who just touches on science fiction, they will know who Douglas Adams is and The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. They'll also know, and those who've touched on fantasy will know who Piers Anthony is, and Mercedes Lackey, and there's a whole bunch of others too. Burroughs. Burroughs is a weird writer. He writes about the strangest thing.
8:30 p.m.
Oh my! It's hard getting. It's kind of like it's hard getting through Kurt Vonnegut too. Oh God! Robin, have you read Kurt Vonnegut? I had a hard time getting through his novel. I don't remember the name of it anymore either. But what the heck? I didn't read it, so I started it. I swear, cross my heart, hope to die. I started it. I remember my teacher saying that we need to read more classics. I said, but my idea of classics is 1950s science fiction. Why do I have to read 1820 unless it's a historical romance? I'm just like, though I did read the classics. Yeah, Pride and Prejudice and all those other ones. You're good. Yeah. Uh-oh, I put the wrong one down. That's not the right one. Did I put another now? No, that belongs there. I could have sworn I put another down. Dark gray. It's easy to see a dark gray. Oh, yes, I didn't. Nope, that's a dark blue. Sometimes it's so hard to tell the difference between the colors, especially when the backlight's on. Anyway, it is 8:30, and I can't believe I've been talking practically nonstop for an hour. Man, can this woman talk? And what's funny, it's like, you know what everybody says about Seinfeld? It's a TV show about nothing. It's me. I talk about nothing and anything, but mostly nothing. What can I say? I find me funny. I like my sense of humor. I'm just not quick-witted. All right, guys, I'm getting a backache here, and I think I'm going to say goodnight. And thank you. Oh, Slaughterhouse 5. That's a good one. Well, you might want to try Valdemar. It's very interesting. It's fantasy. It's not romance. No, it's practical fantasy. In other words, it's what it's nothing comes. It's believable. That's what it is. It's believable, and that's what happens when you read science fiction or fantasy. You just have to suspend your belief. Suspend your disbelief. So I got to thank you all for coming. I mean, you kept me company. I hope I kept you company, and you enjoyed yourself, and you got some work done. It's hard to work and chat. I know that because a lot of times I'll go into a live and I'll say hello, and maybe I'll say one or two things, and then I kind of like drift back because I'm thinking, oh, I'm reading. I don't want to play it, but I'm there. I support your local creators. I will see you guys next week, or I'll probably chat with you on Sunday, and Rebecca's live, and maybe Crashly's, and maybe somewhere else tomorrow. I don't know. I know I'll be in J Rob's at 9 o'clock tonight. DP Addiction Adventures. I'll be there as soon as I go into the bedroom and relax. And until next, first I gotta say, in the meantime, be good, be kind, be nice, be wonderful, and be safe. Until the next time, arrivederci, friends.